What's up guys, hi and welcome back again. It's dawn now and we're still on the look for Dogman. We're right up on the tops of Winter Hill now, so we're going to spend about 30 minutes here just looking around, listening out, see if we can see or hear anything, because this is the region where Dogman has actually been sighted before by women that were out walking the dogs. What happened to them was they were walking the dogs over the top of the hill. I'll show you in a minute where. And the dogs ran and chased something big and black running across on four legs. And when they caught up with the dogs, the thing had disappeared, and they said it was huge. It was bigger than a regular dog, so they think they put it down as being maybe a potential dogman sighting. So this is the area where that happened. So we're just going to film around and just listen out for any unusual sounds. It's 5 a.m. now. We've just been to Tuckholes to follow up Dogman Part 3. And we've just done a churchyard behind us, and dawn is here now, so we're going to have a quick 30-minute morning, see if we can find anything, see if we see or hear anything unusual.
Oh yeah.
So that's, let me show you, the television mast, and the other things that are used for police and mobile phones and rescue and things like that. I think I've filmed that mast on a few shoots now to let you know in relation to where we are filming. So it's right on the tops, right. I mean, it's probably going to be pretty windy, this footage. Yeah, the church we've just been to do the cemetery shoot is that one there. That's Belmont Church. So the programme before this one is the Belmont Church that's there. And it's very, very much like American Werewolf, the opening, you know, where they're walking across the Yorkshire moors. And these moors actually lead onto the Yorkshire moors. It's all the same, it's just that it crosses the border and becomes Yorkshire. So this is like kind of the region where all that took place, that movie, that particular story. And to be fair, these Dogman stories are coming from somewhere. You know, and alright, at first we had a couple of people say that they'd seen something, and we was a bit sceptical, and we were like, right, okay, we'll follow it up because it's unusual and what have you. But I think if people have seen me on this footage from the 6-minute footage that we put on that says Shocking Noises, the title is Shocking Noises, we actually captured some footage of something really unusual sounding, like a dog, and then it goes into these sort of piercing shrieks, and we don't know what that was. And so we're going to just stop at different regions of Winter Hill and the forests surrounding, and just to see if we get anything unusual, any sounds. If we see anything black running across anywhere, like other people have claimed to have seen. Because this side, to be fair, of Winter Hill is the bleak side. This side is the side that's got no lighting and no farms, and literally is just this one road running through. And this road, you follow it all the way around, it drops down to Rivington Village, where the castle is, and also where the graveyard is that we did the other week. And the Suicide Forest, it's all, if you go down that road, it winds round and drops down into Rivington Village. But I do think, Andy, now we just need to spots. I'm the one who always finds the potholes. I've not been drinking, I swear to God, I haven't drank for 17 years now, so I hate that. Yeah, I know. Well, I always go down potholes because I'm looking through the camera lens and I'm not looking at my feet, and this is why I go through floors. Do you remember the grow room one at Blackpool, the hotel? And I fell straight through the floorboard and carried on filming.
You kept filming. That was the main thing.
And I was trying to climb up with like one hand on the camera.
You kept filming.
Well, you've got to, Andy, because, you know, if you've got to show people like exactly how bad it is sometimes getting in and out of these places. So yeah, we'll just keep an eye on the background and see if anything black is moving along the grass. You know, then because it's really
early,
difficult to
there's not
pinpoint
many
what's
people.
going on here.
Thing is, it's early. There's not many people about.
That's what I mean.
You know, you don't.
But further down that way, I noticed there's a lot of crevices. You know, like where there's plunging down into like a river, like a stream.
Yeah, and you probably got.
And those are the kind of places they would hide out. Yeah, they would hide out in them kind of places where they can be hidden and not seen. But it's actually been seen where the television mast is there. Follow it along. At the back of the hill, there's a little castle called Raventon Pike. It was seen in that direction by some women who came up walking dogs, and they went up on these hillside paths. And the dogs chased something big and black, and the women thought it was a big black sheep, but it was running too fast. And the dogs were literally going mad and howling and all that. And when they got the dogs back, they saw this thing run off, and it was black, a big black hairy thing on 4 legs, and they said it was bigger than our dogs. So, you know, what was that thing? It didn't stand up on 2 legs on that occasion, but it has been seen in the past to get up on 2 legs and run. Do you want to have a little walk up the road, Andy, and just... there's nothing about now, so we can walk in the road. We're just curious, you know, to follow this up now, especially after that experience we had the other week. It was just too unusual, weren't it, to ignore?
Yeah.
And I think now we're going doing different locations up and down. If we're coming, but we always come back this way, back to where we live over the hills in the middle of the night, early morning. So it's worth us stopping now and just trying different locations. Locations to see if we actually see, or I can hear a car. That's how long this road is. You can hear the car, can't you, coming? I think we'll head back towards ours and then yeah, we could do, because it dips down there, doesn't it? And I'm thinking that it's gonna go where it can hide away. It's not gonna probably want to be seen, because if it wanted to be seen it would have done that by now. Very unusual. Oh, it's a taxi. I was going to say, it's unusual to get cars up here at this hour, really, but it's a taxi. Probably lost. Probably sat-nav stuck him on this route.
All I'm saying is, dodgy taxi drivers.
Oh God, seriously.
Even in that hassle.
Yeah, there's too many potholes around here. Look at that big bird. We've seen like really rare birds up here as well, haven't we, in the past? Being up here at this time of day.
Get out of the way, haven't you?
Yeah. Why don't we go and stand on that bit of a fence thing on there and see if we can get a good view of all round. We might get a bit of a scope from there. And keep looking for footprints as well, just in case there's any, you know, like enormous dog footprints. Not regular sized, but strange sized. This is what we need to do. We just need to pick random locations now and just see what turns up. You know, this is going to lead to disaster. Right, so we've climbed up now, so let's see if we can see anything at all unusual. Anything like black, big dog stroke quadruped. That's a good word, isn't it? A black quadruped. That's a quad bike. It's a quadruped, it means 4 legs. We're bipedal because we've got 2 legs. So these quadrupeds. But the thing about this thing is, it's quadruped, but then it gets up on 2 and runs off, so it's bipedal as well. It could be anywhere. I mean, we think there's a pair, don't we, because we heard 2. Do you want to have a little walk along this track?
Oh, there's all these crevices.
Yeah, just in case we see any unusual prints in it.
I mean,
Jesus Christ. I'm trying to balance the camera and climb over that stile as well at the same time. Alright, we'll have a little walk up here. I know there's not much in the way of scenery, guys, but it's important that we follow these sightings up now and these leads, because it's becoming a real thing in these parts now, this Dogman story. And not just this part here, we're at the Belmont side now. People have been down at the Rivington side looking, people have been up at the Wheelton side looking, and there's quite a few people just really taking it on board now to find this thing. Oh, it was more than one, because we heard two. We heard one shrieking and then one sort of shrieking back in reply. We thought that they'd lost each other and they was trying to find each other, and that's how they, you know, can let each other know where they are, by making this noise. Very bleak and windy up here, and it's just perfect territory for them really, but I think they would more likely hide down in those places where it dips down. And there's been some rumour that they've heard some howling in tunnels. There's a lot of tunnels, drainage tunnels and that and stuff up here from the farms and what have you. And some people claim that they've been heard. They've heard strange noises in these tunnels. Now, we haven't seen anything with our eyes, but what we heard the other week at Hollinshead Hall and well, it was very strange and very scary, and we have no idea what that was, and we had no idea what it would look like if we saw it. So that's the church again, where we've just been doing the graveyard shoot. That's Belmont Church. So that's the village of Belmont right there. And then over the other side is Abbey Village, where they've also had a sighting. So it's all a bit...
So you look and you see things moving, but...
You look and then you think, yeah, you follow... You
not moving, are they?
It's sometimes like you'll see a shrub and you'll think, is that a black thing? And then you think, it's not moving, so it isn't. But would they do what Bigfoot do? Would they just crouch down and not move, you know, and just blend in with the scenery? You know, like Bigfoots are supposedly do that. They could be anywhere. But I'm wondering that we've been doing talk holes for the last sort of 3 weeks now, focusing on that. Because when you watch the Bigfoot explorers, Bigfoot always seems to have its own territory, and Bigfoot seems to follow the same track from A to B. So I'm wondering if any other creatures might do the same thing. They might just, you know, have one territory and follow a certain track.
It's true that, I mean...
And that's why I'm going where the sightings have been, because if that's its route...
Yeah.
If that's its route, then... just got to keep looking. And we're still going to do 30 minutes here and there for anybody who's interested in this, and then you can watch the footage on big screen. Maybe you see something that we miss. You know, if you do see something,
Sometimes people do.
You know, and that goes for all the videos, the paranormal, anything really. If you find something that we've missed, then please let us know, because half the time we don't even get a chance to watch some of our film, do we, Andy? We don't have the time, so we just load it on and that's it.
No, we don't.
We only pick out the ones that we think we might have got evidence.
Stuff, you know, and yeah, you don't know.
Quite a bit of traffic now because morning's coming.
Yeah.
It's about 5:30 now, something like that, isn't it? Well, we're not the only people out looking for Dogman. There could be other Dogman explorers round and about. Oh, it's 6, is it? Right, so we'll just do 30 minutes of this and then we'll call it quits. Because I think it's just chance, really, with this Dogman creature.
Yeah, but you never know, do you?
No, you don't.
You never know if you're in the right place at the right time. I mean, you don't know. I think it's
Oh my
more
God.
like if it's living anywhere.
So handy.
There's like one of these little crevices, cave things up at the side of the hill where
Yeah, probably.
people can't get to.
See, when we did Critter Woods, Critter Woods is just the other side of that mast, and drops down the other side is Critter Woods, or what we call Critter
Nobody
Woods.
could get up there, could they?
No, I don't know. There is a footpath, but
Yeah,
I think
but where it comes down a bit more. People
No.
just wouldn't bother. There's no footpath.
Do you know what would be good?
90% people wouldn't bother.
When it snowed, go and see if we can find any footprints.
Well, yeah, because you can't cover that up.
Yeah.
You can't cover that up, you know.
If there was any big unusual paw prints.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when we were up at that mast that night doing the Scotchman stuff and then it snowed a blizzard? There was a fox ran across them with the footprints were really clear, weren't they?
Yeah.
So,
If you're going to get
if we see any unusual footprints in the snow, when it snowed, really, we need to come up.
Most of the time, you're not looking at your footprint. You're not looking at the floor out.
No.
I suppose you should do.
Yeah, so just wanted to show people the region by daylight, because we're always out here in the dark looking for it, which, maybe it is a nocturnal animal. I think those ladies saw it and
But then again, that
Evening.
guy,
he saw it at dawn, that dentist, was he a dentist or something? He saw it at dawn.
going to work and he passed her and he'd say he didn't stop, but
He saw it at dawn.
He saw it.
It was about this time when he saw it, but it was over, what was the name of the area where he was now? Adlington, was it?
Something
That
like
way?
that, yeah.
Which is like,
That way, innit?
yeah, it's kind of that way, yeah, where that road is
Yeah.
by
But
Rivington.
that would figure with that.
But he said it was going across a field, running, and then it stood up on two legs, and he realised that it was something more than just an animal.
If he's going somewhere and he doesn't realise that it's God, no.
Yeah.
Something spotted me. Somebody's gone past and spotted me. I mean, you don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to be right place, right time, and
Yeah,
if you don't look,
definitely.
you don't find, do you?
Well, this is it, and it's worth just doing.
You don't look, you don't find.
30 minutes in different regions just to see if we pick anything up. I mean, like over there, just zoom in. There's lots of like dips, and it dips down into like a stream that runs all the way down. Now they might go down in there, but where we can't see them. They could be like there right now. We can't see them. And this hill is full of dips like that down into the streams, so they could easily hide. But like Bigfoot, they've not found any remains of dead animals. Like as though they've attacked any animals. Well, I don't know. Is it true, that theory that?
Nobody who's doing film and looking for it has ever found any dead carcasses. Now, you don't know whether people have, and they've been told not to even mention it, not to film it or anything like that. So, I mean, that's another thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that's another thing,
Yeah. Because the thing is, I've heard before with other creatures like Bigfoot and the chupacabras in Mexico, that they've actually found specimens and phoned them in, and the government have removed them and told those people to shut up and don't speak about it, or else.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't get out.
Yeah, and I think you only find people who talk about it, who've had experiences, who've seen things like that, will only talk about it when they're really old and they're getting towards the end of the days. And
Yeah.
like, I don't care, I'm not being shut up anymore.
Yeah.
But that's what I think. People have found them, and they're just not allowed to say it.
Yeah, probably.
And I think that's the case. And that's why none of these programs you watch ever actually. Yeah, they get evidence and they get stuff, but they never actually come face to face with one, or they actually get any evidence. You know, this thing eats. This thing obviously goes to the toilet. This thing obviously at some point dies. You know, but it's very elusive, and you think in such a small country as we are, I don't know, it's the Bigfoot in America and Canada, yeah, they could get away and they could hide, and yeah, they could live without anything, but this is such a small country.
Yeah, it is.
You know. Yeah.
Well, these dogmen, they've been seen in Cannock Chase as well, down Staffordshire way.
More and more people are seeing these things. Know what it is. Who knows, but it's unexplained and it's big.
See, I think, and I've said this before, it's either scientists messing with animal DNA and crossbreeding and letting things out and seeing if they survive, or it's alien has taken samples of different animals, crossbred them, like the Montauk monster that got washed up on Long Island Beach in New York.
These experimental labs in England as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all over the world. They
You
just
know,
kept quiet, really.
you don't know what they're experimenting on here. Bigfoot, I think, is completely...
Bigfoot is a natural animal, I think.
I think it's...
I do think that Bigfoot's been here before us. I think Bigfoot is probably the original, like, animal that owned the earth, I think, because if you think about it, right, if you get these little grey aliens, the traditional grey alien, hairless, big eyes, yeah. If aliens mated with Bigfoot, you probably get this, human beings.
Yes.
Evolve, this would evolve from that probably, wouldn't it? Because we've got...
Is that why you never find a body? Because people...
We've got them animal ways, haven't we? And we've got the humour of, like, monkeys, chimpanzees, those kinds of animals.
We've got that.
And we've got the intelligence of aliens. Or we've got the capacity to learn.
Well, a combination of both, and it's...
So I think that we are actually a crossbreed.
I don't think you'd ever be anybody... If you found one, you wouldn't be allowed to talk about it.
Well, it's like, Darwin.
You wouldn't be allowed to talk about it. Not yet, anyway.
When Charles Darwin did his theory of evolution, he went on board a ship all around the Caribbean islands and all around the different islands because he wanted to meet all the different indigenous peoples of the world. And he came back with this theory. And they wouldn't publish his theory, so it's like, what was his theory? And then he come up with the missing link, but he actually didn't have a missing link, he actually had a link and they wouldn't let him publish it.
No,
And he had to publish it as a missing link.
Because people would...
There's something black moving up there, but I think it's a guy hiking because there's two vans parked up now. That's nothing, it's just a person, that.
What is that?
Right, I'm going to zoom right in. It's a man walking
it's a
up,
man.
yeah, it's
It's
not,
a- it's a
just
man.
saying, I noticed something black going up the hillside, there. But that's a person. He's just parked his van, like,
Well, what's that?
there,
What's gone-
and he's just...
What's that run up behind him, though?
He might have a dog with him.
No, not behind him. Do you know where the outline of the cliff is?
Oh, yeah.
Someone went up.
Did it?
I'm not just saying...
Maybe he's got a dog.
Well, that dog is on the edge of the skyline.
Well, maybe the dog has run ahead of
I need
him.
to watch this a bit more.
Well, we'll keep the camera on him.
Because... That's the dog.
He stopped walking,
That dog's barking at someone.
but he stopped. He's going again now.
That dog was further in the distance.
Let's just keep an eye on
Nobody's
where
gonna
he's
believe
going.
this, but it looked like
No, I believe.
But it looked like somebody walking up, and
Well, he's walking up.
he's walking that way. Whatever it was there.
Are you sure it wasn't? His dog has run up to the top.
That's what I can't.
Because we can hear a dog
No,
barking, so he's
he-
walking his dog, isn't he?
The dog was further down. But the dog's
Maybe he's got
barking
two
at
dogs.
The dog's barking at someone. I mean, it was a big dog.
Well, let's just keep our eye on the line, the
I'm
top
not
of the
just
hill.
saying this for dramatic effect. That's what I saw.
Well, let's see what happens when that guy gets to the top, because he's walking there. We'll know by his reaction if there's something.
He did Luke.
He stopped, didn't he?
He did stop and Luke.
Maybe he's seen Dogman before. Maybe he knows about this
See,
Dogman.
if he was walking the dog would have been walking with him or in front of him. But it wasn't. It was round that corner. I mean,
I'm only thinking that if he's got two dogs and one's run ahead. I'm just trying to give it some rational explanation first
like
before we start going.
It was behind him, and I don't. I mean, don't like, could be a bird. That's not a bird.
Yeah, but it's a bit far off really if it's a bird. He's disappeared now. He's gone over the ridgeline, so.
Yeah.
Well, no, if he comes running back, then there's something up there that he doesn't want to see.
It was on that bit.
Right, well, I thought there was either
a
dog or two dogs.
It was like the edge of the skyline.
Alright, so unless his dog's run up ahead of him. I mean, he's got a van, so he's probably got big dogs.
But it was behind him. It was a bit behind him.
Yeah.
Further over that way.
Okay.
He was there, and that was over there.
Yeah. Well, alright, we'll have a walk back and we'll keep an eye on that bit, that area. And if you see anything moving down the slope, we'll chase it up.
I know I heard the dog barking.
Yeah, I heard the dog barking. Well, sometimes like a dog will run ahead, won't it? And maybe that's what you saw silhouetted on the tops there.
Yeah, but it wasn't in front of him.
Right.
It was on the level it would have been behind him. And I just think, well, the dog would have gone up the path with him.
Maybe, and if it is something...
It looked further towards that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's just funny he's come out with these checking dogs. Yeah, he's obviously checking dogs because he heard the dogs. But
maybe whatever it were heard the dog and wanted to see. But the one strange thing about Tuckholes Woods, Andy, is that you never hear any owls up there.
no, you don't. No, you don't.
You know, and it's a dense woods, and you think you get owls. I've never heard owls up there, but I'm thinking, do the birds sense that there's something not right in the area?
You would think so. The woods that are there, you would think, yeah.
There's two birds perched on two pieces of fence over there. I can see them. Blackbirds, like crows or whatever.
Yeah.
Not ravens. They're not big enough.
No, they did with it, whatever it was, bigger than that. I weren't saying it, just for the sake of saying it.
Well, if he's gone up there with two dogs, whatever it were, might have run off. Might have been a deer. We do get deer up here as well.
Yeah.
You know, so I think really we've got to do what Sherlock Holmes does. Eliminate the possible, and then only the impossible remains. I mean, if I'd have heard some really weird shrieking noises, I'd say yeah, but I think because we've not heard anything, it's... I think there's other things we can put it down to, really. Either he's got a couple of big dogs and one's run ahead, or there's a deer.
Oh yeah,
Which you do. I've seen stags up here at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the morning. I think, personally, he's going to be more of a nocturnal thing, Dogman. But we will stop here in the day and, you know, early morning, like if we're coming back from a paranormal shoot and it's this hour, we'll stop anyways and just in case. What's this footprint here? Just have a look at that. And those are boots, but there's like a few dog's toes there at the top end, isn't there?
It's 5. Yeah, them are...
Yeah, well, the big paw prints.
Damn big dog.
The very big paw prints then. Let's let me film it again. Close. looking at the top bit there that looks like dog's paws there and there.
How big's this dog?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, that looks like a boot, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that, but...
That's unusual, that, isn't it?
Right. You've got... And I'm not being funny, but what are the chances of another dog putting his same footprint on the same thing?
Yeah, I know.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but that's right. It's like a hand.
Yeah,
How many dogs do you know with a hand that big?
That's just a weird print, that.
And even if you look at it like that, I mean, that's quite big for a dog, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That is a weird print.
It's about right, so if something's coming this way, it should be...
We'll keep it alright for any more. Yeah. So it's just a bit of an odd shape on that, to be honest.
That's it big.
No dog stands with its paws together like that.
Not like that.
You know?
But even when you look at it, it's still a big...
It just seemed a bit strange, that. It just caught my eye. I thought, hang on.
I mean, am I being numb about a dog thing like that? I mean, that's it outstretched. It's going to be that big.
Yeah.
It's going to be that big, the size of a
It just
hand.
looks a very strange print, that, doesn't it, really? Never know, do you?
But there's no more.
Well, perhaps it just put its foot in, you know, it's gone on the grass with the rest. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It's a strange print, that, to be honest. And that's what we need to look out for now, really. Not just on the horizon, but like the floor, and see if there's any, you know, weird animal prints or anything like that around. Well, it's to be continued, isn't it? Definitely to be continued. Because I think every time we're out now, we're finding some weird evidence that's just all adding up to the same thing. And I think you just got to keep an open mind, haven't you, to it? Alright, well, we'll just scan the area one more time. Because look, the sun's coming up now. Can you see that dawn at the back there? I'll zoom in, it's actually really nice, that. Look at that. The sun just breaking there. So we'll just scan it once again around the horizon. See if there's anything unusual showing. If there's paw prints now on the back of my car, I'm going to flip and do one. I swear to God. Yep, I'm going to do one of his paw prints on the back of Pearl, my car. Yeah, I'm a bit intrigued by that footprint now, actually. I'm looking around on the ground if there's anything else weird.
Got it.
Who knows? No. Definitely not, no, not up here. Well, we're going to have to continue this, aren't we? Most definitely. So, we're going to wrap it up there because we need to go back and get some hot chocolate and some toast and stuff and settle down, because we were all day yesterday cycling in Blackpool, and then we came back and we went and slept for 3 hours, and we've been all night following Dogman. So we're going to go home now. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you all very soon, and take care. Goodbye.
Bye.